Hello. Google's added a new feature now to Google Meet, and I want to make sure that we just do a quick tutorial and show how this new feature is working. This feature is called Host Controls, and you're going to see examples of it right here with this blue shield with the padlock. There's some options up here on the top right corner with the people and the chat, or down here in the three dots. So I'm going to start in the three dots, go into our settings, and just show kind of like how Host Controls now works. In Host Controls, the three dots, the three settings turned on is the default. That's how things have worked in Google Meet up to this point, and unless you change it, this is how it will continue to work. For quick access, if you turn this off, what that means is essentially you have a door that's closed to your meeting, and the only people that can come in are if they've been, one, invited through Google Calendar, and it's the time that you set the meeting for, they can come in through Google Calendar. Everyone else, if they want to come into the meets, if they have the link off the Google Classroom or you email the link to them, they essentially have to knock and ask for you to allow them into the Google Classroom. And then they have to provide their name or their identifying information, and that's how you can decide if you're going to let those people in or not. So when it's off, it's essentially they have to request access and you have to be in the Google Meet to give the access to them. If it's on, then anyone inside Rockford area schools who has that link can join the Google Meet. If you're a counselor and you're going to be working with something that might involve some student privacy, and once your students and family members are in that you're going to be meeting with, I strongly recommend that you turn this off, because then you're going to prevent anyone from accidentally getting into that Google Meet if they have any private data or information that's going to be shared in there. Again, if you have a normal setting or something like that, you're not too concerned about who's coming in, you can leave this set on, and then that will just let anyone who has a link come in at those times, as long as they're inside the Rockford area schools. For share screen, if that is turned off, the only person that can share the screen inside the Google Meet is the host, which is usually the teacher. Students would not be able to share this at all. You would probably consider turning this off if you were concerned about students who might share something that's inappropriate or show an inappropriate video off of their computer or Chromebook to the rest of the class. If you have a setting where you have maybe students who are going to be doing a presentation, then you can turn this on. Those students can then share. If you don't need students to be doing any more sharing, you can then turn this off. In a classroom setting, this would probably be my default setting, is to have that off. Chat messages can be on or off. If it's on, anyone can type in the chat box on the side. If it's off, it's only the host or the teacher that can chat there. So I'm going to leave the settings just like this for now. I'm going to close this and come up to the top corner. Under the chat bar, they've added the host controls here again. So right here, you can again turn off. And if this is turned off, the only person that can type anything in the chat window is the host. If you want students to be typing in something in there, you can then turn it on, allow their chatting, their text messages, their information to go back and forth. When they're done, if you want, you can then turn it off, and then they can't type or continue typing anything on the side. Decide how that works best within your students and your class setting. With people, there's now host controls down here, and if you click on this, again, it will allow the control to share screen or not share the screen, and again to control the chat messages. So the chat message one is in multiple places. Down here you can click on this link if you want to invite someone specifically to your Google Meet. And then down here under the shield, we can click on this, and it's very similar to the settings, just less language, less space. So it's quick access on or off, share the screen on or off, send chat messages on or off. So this is the new host feature that's just been added to Google Meet. If you have any questions on it, or you want to talk about some other options with this, please let me know. Be glad to help. Thank you.